Hey everybody, we're back for another trip video. And this time we're heading out towards the Wheatbelt area, particularly Elachbutting Rock tonight is our first destination. We're hoping we get a camp. We don't actually know. I guess that's the beauty of heading out there, is you don't know whether you're going to get a camp or not, and it's a bit exciting, I guess. Just see where we end up tonight. Don't even know. We're about 10 minutes from 2J on the Friday the 15th. So we're 10 minutes from 2J at the moment, and we just stopped and got a little bit of wood from a little destination on the way. So yeah, chopped up a bit of wood. We'll probably get a little bit more out there as well as we go, but we particularly didn't buy wood this time round. We wanted to take the chainsaw, the wood bag, all that sort of stuff, top up, be a bit more self-sufficient. So that's what we're doing. So we're going to get lunch or a bite to eat in 2J, and then just keep smashing it, keep hitting the road out to Elachbutting, because we're probably not going to get there until after 4 o'clock now. So we're hoping that we get there and we get a camp in time. So we are yet to see. There's heaps out there though, like there's tons out there. So we don't know where we'll end up. They call it the Granite Highway. So there's all these granite monoliths along the highway area there. So Elachbutting is pretty popular, but I mean, hopefully we're thinking Anzac long weekend. Lots of people were heading like north. We saw that, and we actually haven't really seen anybody really out here that much yet. So hopefully we're all good. Hopefully everybody's heading to like pre-booked campsites and they're not doing what we're doing, but you never know. Okay, so we're pretty close. Last 20 clicks, roads changed quite a bit, so now we're going to a slight gravel road. Awesome kind of like little woodland area. It's pretty cool. We're still searching for just a little tiny bit more wood, so we might actually stop up in a minute and grab some more. So we will show you what we got when we get there. Okay, we have got ourselves a camp. I'll give you a little bit of a stroll through. So we're in this little clearing. Got the fire going. That crackle is actually charcoal up on the fire. I'll show you that in a sec. But yeah, this is our little spot. There's a rock over there. So we pulled in, and obviously we came late. Like we were here just after 4:30, and we pulled in, and it was super busy down at the camp end, which is just south of us here. Really, really busy. So we continued up the road, and we found ourselves like a little off cut, and we went up into there. But like it was a nice little camp, but it just didn't look like you were actually camping like near the rock. You couldn't see the rock or anything. So we ummed and ahed. We actually pretty much set up there, and then I said, oh, I'm going to put the drone up in the air and just have a squiz around. So I popped the drone up in the air, and then I found this little posse off the side of the road. I guess as we were like driving in, we were mainly looking to the right of us, which was closer to the rock. We didn't look on the other side, which was to the left of us. So anyway, we got a good spot. So this is what we're doing. I'll give you a little run through here. So that's some of the wood that we collected off the side of the road. Now I've got the coal, just got charcoal, compressed charcoal running in there at the moment. And compressed charcoal is awesome, so just got it in the little chimney there. Get that going straight away. It's actually sparking. There you go. Way. So we'll get that going pretty good. And then Em's actually chopping up some stuff to go in the camp oven here, so I'm just going to come over here, babe. So a little squizzy. Just got some veggies going in the camp oven. Right, and then we got a nice piece of, what do we got there?
Butterflied lamb shoulder.
Butterflied lamb shoulder. So we got ourselves a butterflied lamb shoulder to have in the camp oven with veggies. Oh, stop it. So anyway, we're going to just keep cracking away. And what we'll do is, yeah, once it's on, we'll throw a bit of B-roll in there, and you guys can check it out. But yeah, I love the camp oven for cooking, and definitely this little collapsible chimney thing. I'll show you. That little darchy chimney that actually folds flat and goes in the wood bag really nicely. So you don't need to bring like the big bulky chimneys on the road. So that's a darchy chimney. They're wicked. Yeah, and we got some nice wood off the side of the road. It's pretty good. It's really dry and it's burning like really slowly, which is exactly what we want. So finally got the coals done and thrown that just on the... So what we do is just take a bit and just pop a little bit around the bottom. Like, you don't need much. It's sort of pretty much like either like 70-30 or like 80-20. So like 80% of it being on top, and then like 20% of it being on the bottom. And you don't want to put too much on the bottom because otherwise it gets pretty hot in there and then you'll burn everything on the bottom. So yeah, we just kind of like lay the coals around. It sort of acts like a convection, so the heat comes around. So that's why everybody loves them. They're so good, but they take a little while to get right. So we've done a few good roasts in there, heaps of veggies. Yeah, we've had a few wins, but I think when I first started, I definitely had my fair share of losses. Was it in Woodlands? In Woodlands, we went out, and I took it on the first night out at Wandoo, and I burnt like all the veggies on the bottom.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty funny. But yeah, just keep it close to the fire. A couple of coals around the bottom there, and yeah, we'll give that lamb probably 20-30 minutes, and then we'll dump all the veggies in there, and then another 40 minutes, and I reckon that's going to be good. But use old tongs for the coals, and then you'll need one of those bad boys to lift the lid off later on. Just hooks under there and lift it off. There's no way in hell you're touching that without an actual fire glove, and these are really old now, like I've burnt through them. But don't touch them without one of them on, but that should go without saying, really. Anyway, see how it goes. Good morning, people. So we had an amazing little camp last night, as you would have seen. Perfect night, no wind. Big moon though, so no stars, but we had a nice campfire, zero wind. It was not really even cold. Like, I sat out in a shorts and t-shirt for most of the night, put a flannel on towards the end. We had planned to get up this morning and take some shots of the Milky Way, but when we got up, it was not there. So it wasn't where we thought it was going to be, so that's okay. It's not Milky Way season just yet, so we're not going to be too bothered by it. But we've just had a bit of a chill morning at camp, but we actually jagged this spot, right? check it out. Over there, just over there on that little paddock is actually, we just moved the swag just now and the fire pit and stuff. So there's Elachbutting Rock just here. And 2 people were camped in there last night, and I thought to myself, oh, it's probably a little bit slopey, but went over there and there's actually a nice little flat spot for a swag there. And it just means that we might be able to get some cool little shots there later on the drone, and Em wants to take a few photos, plus sunrise in the morning when the sun hits that rock, it looks pretty cool. So anyway, we just thought it's easy enough to move camp from across the road, so we just shifted a few things over, and we'll park there in a minute because we're going to do the walk. We're actually going to try and walk around the whole rock and then walk up on top of the rock. So we're just going to get a little bit of exercise this morning. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. It's going to be pretty chill. We're pretty much all stowed away here. We've done some dishes and put everything away. And we just plan to park the car just over there, go for a walk around the rock. And then we're going to be going to another like monolith that's not far away. I can't actually remember the name of this one. Bearing Butting. Oh my God, I'm gonna mess that up big time. But anyway, we'll show you that when we get there. We're probably gonna go there for a walk today and then just chill out and have lunch there. And then just come back here later on and do the same thing we did last night, just have a fire and chill out. Yeah, we're not gonna cook on the camp oven tonight. We're just cooking over the grill, which is a little bit easier as well, because I feel like when I'm cooking on the camp oven, I feel like I am like up and down a fair bit, like checking coal, checking on what's going on, just making sure we're not burning anything. We had an amazing lamb dinner last night. It was so good. But yeah, it's actually like a little bit of work, but it's good. It's good work. So tonight, super easy meal just on the grill. So looking forward to that. Anyway, we'll get stowed away here, and then we'll see you guys on the road. We just went through Monty's Pass. That was pretty cool. Like a big cutaway in the rock. And we've also just had a little squiz at the little mini wave rock that's on Elachbutting Rock, which is pretty cool. It's awesome. It's like this cutaway inside there. Emma will pop out in a second. Pretty cool, eh?
Yeah.
That's sick, huh? Now we've done about, I think we've done about 4Ks.
Yeah.
We've done a big walk. We're gonna go and see if we can get on top of the rock now. So we'll probably walk around to the other side and then go and find out whether we can go on top of the rock, eh?
Yeah. Let's go.
Cool. had a nice coffee on top of Elachbutting Rock after about a 6k walk I think we did this morning.
Yeah,
6 kilometres.
6 kilometres.
So that was pretty good, nice and active. I've done like 12,500 steps for the day, so we're all sorted for activity levels. So we've just driven off the top of the rock and we've come down, and it's about 15 minutes away is another one called Elachbutting Rock, and it's also another campsite. So we're not going to camp there, but we're just going to go over and have a squeeze, probably have lunch there I think as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're just going to cruise over that way. It's pretty easy to get between them. So yeah, if you're out this way, it's easy to kind of go between. You can just pick a campsite and then like rock around, whatever you want to do. So yeah.
These people literally just set a tree on fire.
Okay, so this is night number 2, and we've just had a walk up the rock to watch sunset, which was epic. It was really nice. And now we have lit the fire. Woohoo! Ground fire tonight. Just no point in putting the pit out. Just saves me having to pack it up in the morning, I guess. We've got a nice bit of wood that we chopped up off the road, so good little haul there off the side of the road, nice and dry. Em's just sitting back, having a chill. Yeah, so we moved camp again. We moved camp for the 3rd time. So we moved over to a grassy spot, and yeah, I don't know, I just had a bad feeling about having a fire there. It just didn't sit right with me. The grass was quite dry and a bit too long. And then I had that bad feeling with me all day. And then when we came back to camp, like I said to Em, I said, maybe we could just look for one more spot that would be appropriate. So we did, and we pulled into this little spot. And then as I drove back to camp to just pack up the last of our things, the person that was previously there the night before, their old fire had been smouldering through the day. So I think it solidified my decision to move camp again. But yeah, I mean, also a bit of a lesson, like put your fire out properly before you leave. If it's a ground fire like the one we had tonight, like we're gonna we dug a hole, it'll go in there, then in the morning before we go, I'll put water over the top, let that sit for a bit, and then I'll put some sand over the top and then water again. You just got to make sure they're out, especially in this, it's really dry out here at the moment, so you just got to make sure your stuff's out. But anyway, we chose a much better spot. However, you can see a campfire just over the way, and unfortunately a big caravan just drove in a couple of hours ago. They blew a tyre coming in, and then they've gone and set up a generator. So we've got a low hum of generator now in the back of our campsite. So hopefully that's not going to stay on too late. It's fine for now because it's pretty early in the evening, but yeah, you come out here for the peace and the quiet, to chill out. You don't want to hear what basically sounds like a small construction site a few meters away from your camp. But anyway, look, we just got to go with it because it is a long weekend and there are loads of people out here camping, and the camp area like down south of us is like just from here, just down that way, is absolutely packed. So they've come in with a big van. They probably couldn't find a spot, and they've come in next to us. So, oh well, what do you do? We'll have a good chill night here. Fire's ticking along beautifully now, look at that. Ooh. We're just gonna put steaks on the grill. I just got a little grill off the fire pit. That little guy there. So I'm gonna go grill straight off the fire pit, straight on top. And then yeah, we're just gonna have tomatoes, steaks, and a bit of bok choy. We'll probably do the bok choy in a pan on the grill. But yeah, it's gonna be so nice. So that's us. That's us for the evening. And then we're just gonna pack up in the morning and we're gonna shoot straight back home. Because yeah, I've got to go to work on Monday, so we can't do a Sunday night camp, unfortunately. So, but yeah, Elachbutting Rock, good, pretty good. Yeah, the sunset tonight was epic. Yeah, really interesting spot out here. Quite like it. More to explore, so we'll come back again another time, and we'll definitely come back when it's not a long weekend and it's not busy, because I think it would be absolutely epic as hell out here if there weren't so many people. We just got out here on Easter weekend. That's the way the cookie crumbles. We've got steakies on the fire, bit of bok choy and garlic in the pan, and some tomatoes going as well. This will be it. We'll be done in another 5 minutes. So yeah, straight over the coals. Perfect. Good morning. So we are on our way home. We packed up super early. Oh, not super early, but like 6:30. We were on the road by about 7. Just wanted to get on the road, I guess. We've left the dog at home, so we're pretty keen to get back and see the little digit. And yeah, there was like a lot of March flies come into our camp this morning, so we were just kind of like thought, let's just pack up and move on. Awesome camp last night. Wicked camp meal. Awesome fire. It was a great little camp spot. So everything worked out in the end. And the guy that had the generator turned it off at about 6:30 or like 6:45. So pretty good, really. So at least he was respecting the rest of the campsite. So that's all good. We're just not a fan of that sort of thing. We're just not a fan of like big caravans, generators. Lots of people. Like when we try and camp, we try and get away from people and lights and noise as much as possible. That's just what we like. So, but each to their own. They were all good in the end. We rolled into a little town on the way through. It's called Elachbutting. There's not much here, but it's a cool little spot. Like we just pulled into this little community shed here. Hang on. There's the car. We've just set up the stove over there. We're just having some bacon and egg muffins again, but here's a little bit of a sweep through. There's not much going on, but Elachbutting seems pretty cute. It's like a little heritage site here that we've pulled into, like this little heritage area. They just have some community stuff going on around here, I think. But anyway, yeah, we're just gonna have our brekkie, and then we're just gonna like bomb it straight back to Perth. So I think this is pretty much going to be us signing off. It's a relatively easy trip back, but yeah, if we see anything along the way that's worth filming, we will. But yeah, aside from that, this is us. So that was Elachbutting Rock. We're done with Elachbutting. We loved it, and we'll probably definitely go back. We'll go back to Elachbutting Rock on a non-long weekend, definitely not Easter, and we'll try and go back when there's a lot less people, because we reckon it would be a really special spot when there's no people there. I think it would be an absolutely epic spot, and we'll go back during Milky Way season 2, because again, I think it would just be incredible for stars. Emma was really bummed out that she got no stars because the moon came up the whole time. We didn't even get stars really because the moon was super bright. The moon was bright enough actually. The moon was bright enough for us to use, like, we used no camp lighting for the whole time we were there, so we didn't have any camp lights on, not even our normal little ones in the back of the car. We had nothing on, and we barely used our head torches as well, so it was really, really, really bright. So we're definitely going to go to Elachbutting Rock when it's Milky Way season, sky's nice and dark, and there's going to be a hell of a lot less people there because it was super busy. But yeah, definitely got to go check out Elachbutting Rock. It was really, really cool. So we'll yeah, sign off here, and we'll catch you guys at the next trip vid.